So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Gordon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It goes as a loss of 6, and now third down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
On third down, Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Flacco. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. And now it's second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch it. Look at the hot set. Wait. Undercrunch. 61, matchbox, lights.
Second and 10, Flacco once more. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
Lucky. Kill.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
17-yard line.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts...
Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 83 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready? All day, every day, any day. Sponge. No. Shoot. Monday, yes. Check 3. Check your hot read.
On third down, it's Freeman, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, Flacco. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong foot. Hey, Monday.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Returning, it's Benjamin. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Rivers to throw it. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You got tight. You got tight right there. 25, check 25, check 25. Hatchet.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Gun. Yo, lead. Back up.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check 43. No. Off. Yellow.
From the gun, Flacco under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Benjamin. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Give me that ball, defense.
Throwing again. Rivers. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Load it. Hey, Orange.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shane Ray able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the boot. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Watch out. 6-6. Pull it high.
To pass, Flacco. Caught here by Griffin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
From just shy of midfield, Flacco. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready! Come on. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Gun. Let's get there. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hey, we got tight end. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key to tight end. Out. 3 down. Out. Hey, go orange. 6 Mike. Orange. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Hey, echo. 26.
Now Rivers. He's got Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Sit. Hey, front 80. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 0. Hey, Rocket. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Here we go. Hunt. Here we go. Here we go. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. You must be Hunt.
Rivers on first down. He completes it to Henry. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Chargers.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Rivers again. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On second down, it's Freeman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Gun. Motion, 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 motion. Back to
Here's Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up third and long. Third down, Flacco from the gun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up second and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Watch the pass.
Throwing Rivers. Benjamin's got it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10. Rivers now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Brings up second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards. 29 officially. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Running on first down, Eckler. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Flacco. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's coming. We got double up.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Just like that. SOS. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Flacco now on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Back, 380, 390. Here we go, D. Bang. Check, crunch. Topper. Go, Mike 51. I know he ain't got it. Check it back.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards, a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Set, black 15. 51 to Mike. All day, punt. Check 3. 12. Kill. Mike 51. Load it. Here we go. Load it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Behind.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
It's our time. Check 26, check 26. Run 80. Wait, 80 hot, be hot.
On 2nd down, it's Ware. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A first throw here for the backup, Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They toss to Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Quit talking about it and bring it. He's checking. Crash.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And now a fumble. The ball's out. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here's Flacco. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Flacco, he'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Gun.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We gotta
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flacco's throw there complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Gun.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, the Broncos had 15 fourth-down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
27, Mike 27. Coming to you, coming to you.
Gun.
Motion. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They're going to look to throw on fourth with Flacco. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Zachary 90. Flat 180.
You better be afraid of me.
You see
Now Gordon on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the Broncos' 48-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.